And now you can imagine this is like a super easy thing to also sell as a service. Not only can this help your own stuff, but you can imagine like, hey, would you rather be this guy at like the very top right here, or like one of these guys at the very bottom, or the guys on page 2 or page 3? It's a pretty easy thing. I mean, if you sold this as a service for like $1,000, people think you're dirt cheap, because like it's, hey, you either get a lot of traffic or you don't, especially in this day and age with basically the virus and all that stuff. People are at home. If you don't have a way to get traffic, you're dead. I mean, I don't care if you're the best restaurant in the world, if you don't, or the best business in the world, or whatever. Like, so many businesses are, so many of the businesses out there are suffering big time, that you can now help them. And it's a super easy sales pitch as well. Say, hey, would you rather be this guy or this guy down here? This is all done through the use of a schema, which you can help with. Another kind of service that you can sell as well is social media management. Now, I know you had some prior speakers talk about social media. You probably learned some really awesome stuff there, and that's all great. And you can do all that stuff. But one thing that you can do to help that even more is to help put the social media on autopilot. So all that social media stuff that you learned, all the stuff that you're doing, you can then throw that on complete autopilot and not only do yourself, but also do it as a service. We actually have a handful of clients that actually have social media services that they sell for anywhere. I think one sells it for, it was either like $197 or $297 per month to basically do essentially Twitter like a service where they basically post for them, which I thought was pretty cheap. Whereas there's another one that actually would charge, like, it was like $1,500 to $2,000 a month to do it for Facebook and Twitter. And that was more like a high-end client and stuff. But all you have to basically do is use this software tool right here. You can basically type a message ahead of time and then basically pick the accounts that you want it to show up on. So like if you have like a Facebook page or multiple pages, you can have it go to multiple Facebook pages at once. You can have it go to Facebook and Twitter. You can have it go to LinkedIn. You can have it go to all that stuff at the same time. So you can do one post, you can add in like a picture or whatever, you can go to all those at once. You can also optionally schedule those out as well. So if you want to write like, let's say 10 or 15 or basically 20 posts ahead of time, you can do that. And you can have it to say, hey, I want you to post this once a day or once a week, and it can post that for you. But on top of that, you can say, hey, after you go through these 15 or 20 posts, I want you to recycle and repost some of the older ones. So you can have like 15 or 20 posts recycle themselves indefinitely, so you can have your social media on autopilot forever. And that's something you can not only do yourself, but you can sell as a service for, again, hundreds to thousands of dollars a month that a lot of businesses need help on. Like, they all know that they should be on social media. They all know that they should have a presence. We're all also guilty of probably not doing as much as we should on social media. I know, like, probably 98% of businesses don't actually, or either they don't basically post on social media as much as they think they should, or they don't at all. And again, that's a way for you to put this on complete autopilot.